everybody, and welcome to episode 17 of This Is Smedders. I hope you enjoyed episode 16, all the scooters down at the St George's Day ride. It was a cracking day out, that. But yeah, if you like what you're watching, keep subscribing, keep sending me comments, and I've had loads of thumbs up to now, thank God. So we're doing all right, and it just never ceases to amaze me that I've made it to episode 17, so dead pleased with that. Right, okay then, so today we're in sunny Upper Mill. Well, it's a bit cloudy, but it's been sunny on the way up here from Droylsden up to Upper Mill, and I've come to Upper Mill to see my mate Tim, and he's the cameraman at the minute. But he's a definite expert. He's a photographer. He's a bit like myself, a bit creative like myself. He's a freelance, self-employed photographer. But he's also a mate of mine from 30 odd years ago. We go back to the old mod days in Oldham back in the early to mid 80s. He's got a scooter, he's got a Lambretta. He races Lambrettas. He's won titles, I think, in the past, haven't you, Tim?
I have, yes.
You have, yeah, fantastic. So, yeah, and he also puts some cracking gigs on in Upper Mill at Civic Hall. So we're going to go inside his lovely place in a minute, have a chat. And then he's also got this gadget, this drone gadget as well, and he's promised to do a bit of footage of me riding my scooter on from a drone. So that's going to be amazing. So let's go inside. Hiya Tim.
Hello, how are you doing?
How are you, mate? Good to see you again. Good to see you. Just like old times, isn't it? How long have we known each other?
30 years.
Fantastic. Oh, it's great to come up to your place again, Tim. I always love coming up
you,
here. Yeah, it's a lovely little setting. But yeah, we've come today to talk about a couple of things. Firstly, how's your photography going? That's your sort of bread and butter, isn't it?
It is, yes. Yeah, I mean, COVID was tough.
Yeah.
Being a wedding photographer that put gigs on, you know. But yeah, we've survived.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing well. I've started doing more commercial stuff, which
Right.
is where I want to be. Really, it's less stress and it's nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Photographed a comedian last week called Alan Cochrane. Quite a well-known guy. That was nice work.
Yeah.
And then his wife makes furniture, and I'm photographing his wife's furniture this week, so it's funny how things work out.
It's a bit like myself in that, like I said, we're sort of freelance, self-employed, so you're just picking bits up from all over it. I mean, you do your gigs as well, so what have you got coming up with your gigs and that?
Again, COVID kind of, there was no gigs, so I'm still suffering a bit from that, so I'm planning more next year than this year. Right. But there's a festival here called Yanks in Southwarth. It's a wartime weekend, lots of reenactments and stuff like that. So I've got the night at the Civic Hall of Yanks. So it's more kind of swing and rock and roll. I've got a 30-piece orchestra on, and they're having a Jubilee event in the afternoon. Right. But I want to do introduce a bit more 50s and stuff, like early R&B type stuff. Yeah.
But I mean, like Tim has done that, put loads of different sort of bands on and genres and that. I mean, from the amazing Buzzcocks gig just before Pete Shelley sadly died. But you've had like your cover bands on and your tribute bands, Jan Restart and all stuff like that.
Yeah. It's a fun night in there, isn't it?
Quadrophenia nights and all sorts.
I think one of my favourites was the Solar Flares I had one in Oldham. A while ago now, but that was good.
Brilliant. Okay. So one of the main reasons I've come up to get my scooter filmed, or our scooters, because obviously Tim's had scooters. In fact, we've not talked about your racing, have we? So where are you up to with your scooter racing? Again,
kind of a bit of a year out, and we're back next year. I raced for Scootopia.
Yeah. You did win. So you did win. Was it the British?
Years ago, that's the British rounds, but we do the European Endurance Racing Series, and that's great. We just the bikes get flown out there, and we just get plonked on them and ride around for 8 hours. It's amazing, really. It's such good fun, to race in Austria and France.
Oh God, I can imagine.
It's great. But back in Britain, I'm doing a few rounds this year for DSC. Up in the northeast, it's Scottish race team. And then hopefully back full time next year, racing all the British rounds and maybe the European stuff as well for Skitopia.
Yeah, that'd be good footage for this Smedders, wouldn't it? That'd be cracking.
Yeah.
A weekend away, or somewhere like that.
Please, come along,
Yeah. So so you've got this gadget. You said you've had it about 12 months. Your drone.
Yeah.
So you're going to try and get a bit of footage for us, aren't you?
Yeah.
What's the plan then? Are you going to go? You were telling me that you're going to try and get us going over it as well, is it?
Yeah. Well, you can. It follows you.
Wow.
So you can just it can follow us both as we drive along. Maybe if we don't go too fast.
Yeah.
You've got a vest of that, no problem.
The wonders of modern technology, though.
Yeah.
So how long have you had it then? Did you say
Yeah. I had one years ago, and I'd used it. New technology costs a fortune, doesn't it? Especially like because it has to be a professional standard. And I used it twice and it flew off.
Right. Flew where?
Just off.
Up and over the
Couple
hills.
of grand.
Far
Just
away.
flew away. I was in Eastbourne and I think it flew to Chichester, like the last place I'd used it, which is about 30 miles away. I got in the car and tried to follow it, but no, it disappeared. So I've not
to be seen again.
Never to be seen again. So it took me a while to pluck up the courage to buy another one,
Right, okay.
But they return to home now. Hopefully.
Brilliant. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's find out. We'll go and check it out now.
Yeah, brilliant. All right, let's go for a ride.
Hey, we're off and running. Okay. Right, Tim. So, go on. We can't really see that, but just give us a quick. Oh yeah.
There we are.
Yeah. So we're just getting our bearings now, are we? And
Yeah. Off it goes.
Right. Let's see if it picks us up when we get away.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's quite windy today.
Yeah.
Chicago. She flat on the rise and following me. She's about to break the day. She came in and she drove away. Sunlight in her hair. She flooded the streets on the river of sadness. She flooded the streets up to my thigh. Yeah, the river ran right down the legs of the city.
That was amazing, that. Amazing. It'd be really. I can't wait to see the results of that. It's been a bit windy, so it's affected the drone a little bit. Some of the technical bits with it, but I'm sure Tim will sort it out. So, right, I hope you enjoyed that little section. I think it's now time to move on to a bit of footy with my Joe, and let's head to Curzon Ashton. Yeah. Welcome everybody to the Tameside Stadium, the home of Curzon, and we're here today because our Joe is in a cup final. He's in the East Manchester League President's Cup final, under 14, just kicked off, and they play. It's Boundary Park Juniors, who Joe plays for, of course, and they're playing Reddish North End. So it's just kicked off. Joe's on bench. He'll be coming on in a bit. So we'll see how the first half goes, and we'll do a little bit of an half-time report. See you in a bit. So, it was 1 apiece at half-time. Boundary Park scored first, and then Reddish equalised. But it's good game, really close game. Could go to extra time and pens. Joe's on. He's number 16. I don't think you can see him in the distance there. So so fingers crossed for the last 20 minutes or so. Would you believe it? Amazing scenes here. Boundary Park have just scored, and I think it must be the last couple of minutes now. So Joe's team are winning 2-1. Everybody's going mad. And it's the same lad who scored the first goal who's just scored, hopefully the winner. Fingers crossed. Well, I'm still catching my breath. Unbelievable. Boundary Park went 2-1 up with 2 minutes to go, as you saw. But Reddish North End equalised with more or less the last kick, so it goes straight to penalties. So let's see if we can get the final penalty for you, and let's hope it's a winning one for Boundary Park. It's been a cracking game though, and whatever happens, Boundary Park have done well because Reddish North End are in the league above, top of the league above. So well done, Joe and the lads. Keep our fingers crossed now. Never mind, lads. Boundary Park lose the penalty shootout 4-3, but they've been a credit to everybody and a credit to the club, and it really gave Reddish a cracking game. Never mind, lads, keep going. There's always a league title to go for yet. Jesus. Yeah, I'm going in now. I'm going in. Sorry about that, folks. Just had a little mishap in the kitchen. But just looking back to that footballer, Joe's, very disappointing. It's the worst way to lose, isn't it, on penalties. Cruel it was. But the lads were obviously gutted for a day or two, but they're over it now and already, like I say, looking forward to next season. So well done, Joe and the lads, for getting as far as they did. I hope you've enjoyed episode 16, everybody. Just wrapping up now. I hope you enjoyed my trip up to Upper Mill on scooters with my mate Tim and his drone. That was fantastic. That really enjoyed that. Quite exhilarating because it was a bit fresh up there, a bit windy. But that's it for episode 17, everybody. Now I'm looking forward to episode 18, and I've already made a start on episode 18. Can you believe? Because we went to a very special birthday party last weekend, me and Tracy, so you'll find out all about that on the next episode. So thanks very much to Mike Craig for editing. Thank you very much, Mike. You're an absolute legend, brilliant. And keep subscribing, keep sending me notes and comments and everything else. Really appreciate your support. It's very much needed because I'm determined to keep this is Smedders video diary going. So I'll see you in a fortnight. Go easy, everybody.